I tend to believe that things work out for a reason. When I encounter a negative situation, it hurts. But I'm also aware that that's the only way I can get the experience out of it. So I accepted the pain of negative impact. The video shows that he goes to an audition and he's doing his act and he says this: I'm here to audition myself for a movie, I want to be successful and I want you to guys hire me now, type of thing. He plays his role and then the people that are watching, their response was, great, we'll call you when we need you. We'll let you know, we'll call you tomorrow or so. How many times have we heard that? All the time. I heard it a lot. How do you feel? You have to go as an agent, you have to go have interviews where you interview yourself in front of the seller, right? What are you telling the seller? About you? About your services? What's your objective? More likely you encounter rejections sometimes, compliances, just like Bora did. Social media has changed that. There's no need for permission, guys. When you go to a seller hand in hand, you need permission. When you post your stuff, good stuff online, you don't need permission. No barriers to entry to reach the masses, no more gatekeepers. Do you relate to the story a little bit from a real estate aspect? When you go to a seller and you try hard, you have to try. But what if you could reach the sellers online? They're actually searching the keywords for a realtor and your profile pops up. Social media gives you the ability for the sellers that are looking online to make a decision, an informed decision, based on what they see. You're going to seek those sellers or buyers. You're going to interview yourself. And you're going to try to sell yourself. Do you like to be sold? Nobody likes to be sold. The rise of social media, guys, makes you a solopreneur. A solopreneur is a person that is actively engaging social media to make revenue. It's a business. Most of us still treat it as an entertainment. It's okay. That's what was told to us in the beginning by Facebook. It's for friends and family. How many of us can agree that actually is more selling on it than really, truly fact of friends and family? Be honest with yourself. I see you, some of you nodding. I would really like to know if you disagree because it's very good perspective. Do you disagree with this aspect? Okay. Solopreneurs, that's what we are. As a real estate agent, I was myself a real estate agent. I started 5 years ago. I work in ERA, American Real Estate. I was Rookie of the Year the first year. I quit to pursue what I love. I saw myself many years ago doing this. It's happening. Today, I'm going to share with you some of my special hacks that I don't really give out other than trainings, exclusive trainings. If you work with me, and these things I'm going to share, it's really going to change it. I really hope some of you do take the time and get back to me a few days or weeks later, and you'll see the difference if you do what I'm telling you. The ultimate decision is yours. Do it now. Take your phones out, those that want to actually activate my social tips that I'm giving you today, because I'm going to make you do it as we are here. Where are the customers looking today? When I say customers, in our case, we're talking about, you may have side hustles, okay? You may have other things. I'm referring as customers general. It could be a seller and buyer are still customers. So let's clarify that. Where are they looking today? Just every day. No, I'm not talking about business. I'm talking about just daily. Where? Online, right? We established that. Where do you think online they're looking?
Instagram if they're young. Facebook. LinkedIn.
How about mobile? 90% mobile. Do you understand I'm a digital marketer and I use my computer less than 25%? The apps are going to rule our world. You will be on your phone. Alrighty, let's get this going. What is infotainment? Who understands the word infotainment?
Yeah.
The message. If you sell just information, it's boring, right? What if you add some entertainment subliminal to your information? You call it in the digital world, it's called infotainment. You spend money here. Here's how you spend the money. You create content. You think it's valuable. Your audience doesn't give a freak nothing about it. Here's you going to Facebook and you go to the bars and you post your pictures at the party. That's not what your customer wants to see. They want to see both. They want to see some information with you in it, and vice versa. Infotainment, that's the word. If you don't know the word, please Google it. It will give you a little more information about it. It's very important in marketing to understand this word. Ready? Did I shock you? Did I shock you?
No, it's fine.
In psychology, they place pictures to get your brain triggering. That's how you have to trigger your audience, just like I'm triggering you. Some of you are like, that's exactly what I wanted. If I would have seen you like this, oh my God, I failed. I don't want to fail at my job. My job is to make sure that you're entertained with information. Great success. Borat story again. Here's my takeaway. Write this down. 82% of all consumer traffic will be video content by 2021. Would you like me to give you a brief explanation now, or would you like to find out later? You guys let me know.
Now's good.
Okay. YouTube makes money by people being online, right? These platforms, such YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, they're driven by the most brilliant people in the world. They're invested with the most billion-dollar industry. Do you agree that? If you think you can compete with that, you don't have a chance. And they have very good psychology aspect. I promise you, if I'm an investor and I invest in Facebook, I want my money back. So I'm going to make sure a big investor, I invest $1 million, I'm going to get 20. That's how investors' games is. We're little compared with them, with the Facebook world, with the Instagram world. We just got to learn how to embrace that, right? So what they did, they decided that they're going to, as you probably see lately, pushing video. They're smart. They're not saying tomorrow we shut the platform down and we're going to make you video. They're putting us, marketers, teaching us, educating us of the trends. Hey, we get emails. Hey, in 220, this is what's happening from the CEO of the Facebook. Most people don't get that message. You're not interested in that. It's not your job, nor do you really even do research about it, right? So how could you? Well, they give it to us. Our job is to educate the public and say, hey, your pictures in 2020 won't have value because the algorithm, the platform will change. You have to get your game on now to understand what's happening coming. So when you have 82% of the video consumption across the board, you have to get creative. Jump on the bandwagon now. Now is the time. Think of a way when first Facebook came up and they were accepting investor. If I would have known better, it's the same thing happening with videos. Invest in your video content now, and I'll teach you how to actually repurpose it for 3 months. You don't have to do every day. You have to have a strategy with it. Easiest place to start with no expense and free, it's Facebook Live. Facebook Live, it will make you feel uncomfortable. The question is, are you willing to be uncomfortable? Why? Because you want your audience to trust you.
Yes.
The way we communicate today, like I look at you, through Zoom, Facebook, anything, face, I want to see eyes. I really want to connect. I want to smile. I want to feel. There's an energy that I'm looking for to work with. Because if you're not liked, you can be the best. I learned that too, the hard way. So it's not about pleasing your audience. It's about liking yourself enough to say, this is not about me, up. I challenge you to do that. Alrighty, repurpose your live videos. You can still save them, right? She just did. Who saves their, do you save the video, live video, right? And do you repost them again? Good job. Be smart with your content because you spent a lot of emotion to do that. The energy that it takes to do a video, it's sensational. And I do it every day and I'm still anxious. It doesn't go away. It actually makes you more nervous and sometimes questioning about yourself. The only way to make it through, you do it. You save them and you think, where could you post that advice that you gave live 3 days later? Because the algorithm that you did today has nothing to do with 3 days later. Regular recorded video, the power of those are more sensational than ever. Why? Can somebody tell me? Because we get to put our logo on it. We get to brand them. I get to be a professional, putting my logo with who I am and tell you what I do. Because I take the time to do that 2 ways. I either learn a software or an app that helps me put my logo. I learn how to upload to the right way, or I either hire a specialist to get me off the ground. In my case, I learned it myself the hard way. I can edit. Yes, guys, a lot of videos actually I edit. Now, I don't have the time, so I have a team of 3 editors that we work with. This is the content I would like you to focus in order to trigger your Facebook algorithms. You need content first. How do you do it? Right here. But before you create, your content has to establish credentials. Social media is about making friends, guys. It's not about selling. Doesn't mean you don't post selling. It's just what effort do you do to connect with your social media, all right? So make sure you give the high five icon. There's an icon there. And when you friend somebody, you can actually wave. You actually establish a connection. Hey, nice to meet you. Don't just add them. It could be a potential client. That's what I got one. That gave me a really nice commission. So now I would like for you to look at your phones, please, because this is very important for you to analyze your social media yourselves. To your whatever page. Is your personal that you perform, or is your business that you perform, mostly? Exchange your phones with each other and take a look at each other's profiles right now. Let's see what we talk. Yep. Let's switch the phones. Just look at the business or the one that you operate as a business, obviously. If you use your personal, it's fine. That's what you choose. But let's do that together. Whatever page you use to engage your audience. What is the person that you're looking right now tells you? Human or spam? Human, right? Do you see what they're doing? Look at their profile. Do you see what they're doing? Could you trust that person that you see? Would you date them? Would you date them if you see that profile?
Hell yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you see any image and branding in that page? Do you see any image and branding? No, right? Who has it? Do you see any image or branding? Good, because you guys are in marketing, okay? Yeah. Don't be fair here. Yeah, these two are marketers. Don't listen to them. I mean, listen to them, follow them. My point is that they're marketers. They know what they're doing. Alrighty. What's your first impression, guys? What's your first impression right now? Be genuine. This is an exercise that really helps to identify. Spam? Where did you see spam?
I would say I'm looking, we swapped back, but I'm saying, when you're saying is there anything human or personal, I'm just posting what my listings are and, that we're doing, and Coldwell Banker's rolling out something new tomorrow.
Would you buy from that person you saw? Okay.
Because there's no person. This is just an ad page. So it's spam to me, not human. I mean, I said I sold it in 2 days, but you don't see the issue with the house that I you don't see happy buyer. Yeah.
Is there a storytelling, guys? Is there a storytelling in that person portfolio? Do you see a story there? What I'm trying to get you is that the consumers are looking for something.
I agree. I totally agree.
So here's the solution for you. How to stand out by being human, not spam. How do we do that? I'll tell you right now. Don't be an egg, be a human. Matt Capalla, say Matt Capalla. But Matt Capalla here has 3 tweets, 24 following, and 2 followers. Would you show a property to this guy? What would you do the first thing? You'll put him in forewarn, right? True or false?
True.
But if you see Matt Capalla here, I bet that you're going to go work with him and even try to give the best interview job. Why? He has 6,582 tweets. That says active person. Following 1,000 followers, and he's following 3,000 people. That tells you that's a real person. Do you see the difference how you could be seen from your viewer or your potential client? Which one are you? That's what you have to figure out. Okay, here's the technical side. You asked about it, Vladimir, right? Well, I see on social media, your content is not optimized. Optimize your social media profile. If you don't know us how, ask me more. I'll give you here a few guidelines. Matthew Capalla. He has a short URL at the bottom. He also has a descriptive, keyword-rich tagline. You can see right there. He shares experience and education. He also has a professional picture according to the platform he's using, because each platform is different. So when you post a picture from your phone to your Instagram versus to your Twitter, there's a certain size. And we don't do it because it takes work to do it. Therefore, your feed is invisible. So you optimize that picture for the right size. That way your feed shows up. Professional picture optimization, meaning the right size for that platform. If you Google, what's the sizes for Facebook picture? It will give you a pixels number, right, Jennifer? Is how important is that?
It's really important.
Thank you. Why is that?
It doesn't distort the photo.
Also, the platform doesn't penalize your account.
Right.
Because this is what the platform wants. Quality. Quality, guys. You put non-quality, they'll put you in a pile of non-quality audience. You put quality and engagement and good content, they see, oh, these people are actually working at this. Let's optimize them. That make sense? Am I wrong? And do you?
No, I totally agree.
Thank you. Alrighty. With that, when you do that, you get to build what? Right? Don't be an egg, be a human. Show the platform that you're a human, and the platform will show you to your right audience. That makes sense what I said? Show the platform you're human, and the platform will make sure to get you out there to the right audience. Do things tell people. Interviews. Who could you interview? Here's an idea. Your best friend. Hey, let me do a piece of content for you. Tell me about what you're cooking tonight. The audience will engage you so much that you guys chatted and shared it with them. Why are you not doing it? Public speaking. You're all realtors. You're smart people. You have knowledge. Reach to one of the title companies and say, hey, I want to speak at your event to connect with your audience and make a relationship by providing education about something that I know. Don't be shy. They want to connect with you. They want to build relationships. Reach out to businesses and try to interview and public speak and connect with them. Associations. This is one of them. You're in. Great job, all of you being here. If you're good at writing, write an ebook, write a blog, write an article on LinkedIn. Media mentions. Who knows what media mentions is? Can you read that for me?
A mention is when a brand is referenced or mentioned on the web.
On the web. It doesn't say social media, does it? Okay, let's clarify. Media mention. It doesn't say social media. It says media. It could be anywhere on the web. not just Facebook or Instagram, anywhere. The question is, how do we get mentioned on the web? I'll tell you. The bolts of it, mentions are an informative metric to help online businesses gauge how to, did I say it the wrong way? So, thank you for that. Gauge to how the perception and visibility of their brand. I'm going to leave this on. I want you guys to take a picture in later too, so I'm going to make sure you understand it. But mention encompasses PR, social media, SEO, and overall brand awareness and popularity. Whenever the web mentions about you, you're bigger than social media. How do you get there? That's the question, right? By creating content consistently, quality, engage, right? That's how we get there. That's how we get media mentions on the web, not on social media only. Because you're limited, and most sellers and buyers don't search for your name in social media, they search Google. That's where you want to be found.
So you want to put links on your webpage?
You can do a lot, yes. There's a strategy for that. And the way you want, the easiest way to do the video that I'm pushing you to do, even if it's live, guys, it doesn't need to be perfect. Here's the live video. Bang. It's content. You don't care sometimes. The platform needs to be worked. Work it. Give them the algorithm to push you. Content, okay? Do things, tell people. This is content also. You could go and do all these things, and then you document them. And then you share them. Do you just provide value already? You did. Who agrees, or it's okay if you disagree, the common misconception, as I was in my era real estate agent, that a lot of the sellers are thinking we're just putting on MLS. Who think, do you guys still get that? Back in the day I was getting, oh, you guys just put in MLS. I was like, that's not true. We work hard at it. Do you guys, is this still happening? Do they think that? Really? It's a misconception, right? Leverage all your social media platforms. When you get a listing, put it everywhere. Put it everywhere in a different format. Instagram, you can take a picture, story, boom, hashtag, increase visibility. Leverage connections. Send it to a few friends and say, would you please share this property? If they're your true friends, they'll help you grow your business. I get a lot tagged and I let them on my wall. Some of them I don't. Leverage connections, right? Leverage the algorithm. Live. How about a boomerang? The best type of boomerangs, they don't require voice. So I do a boomerang. What is that? What does that do to the algorithm triggering? The algorithm thinks it's a video because the format, it's actually a video, it's just in a different speed, it's editing style. Use the boomerang. It could be your content that could just pop your algorithm higher. Do you understand boomerang? If you don't, we'll help. I will show you guys. Okay? Provide value to your online community. Question, what value do you think you provide to your online community right now?
Information.
Was it?
Information.
Thank you. What else? Besides you and your company and your how great realtor we are, because I believe we all are, besides that, what other value could you provide? Weather.
Business.
Weather.
Other businesses.
Other businesses. What else could we provide?
Social events.
Perfect. We could do a lot. We just need to think about it. Think about your viewer, not you. So provide value to your online community. That's what Facebook, Instagram, YouTube wants to see. All right? Here's a LinkedIn. In New York, I learned so much. I'm flooded with my brain, so much knowledge. But one thing I learned very important is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is insane right now. If you're not on it, you don't understand what you're missing, guys. Like, I cannot even how passionate I'm about it. LinkedIn is the next big thing. Here's what happens. Organic, 52 comments, 14,500 views. You could get that free. We don't have to pay no more. at least for a while, isn't that better views than 6 views or 12 views on Facebook? Isn't that where the people see you're professional? And guess what the beauty about LinkedIn? You can see who checked your profile. Those are the people. You could tell, oh, who's this person? What you have in your phone? An app. Take their name. Are they looking to sell a house? You get their contact info right then and there. Call them. Hey, we connected on LinkedIn. I'm a realtor here on Emerald Coast. Would you please follow me? Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to help you in your future if you need real estate services. You don't do that on Facebook. Facebook is not for that. How many of you get messages from a lot of sellers that are trying to give you, try this for free, this is it on Facebook? I get very annoyed. Don't sell me on Facebook. You can post value information, you can show what you do, show people an insight, but don't actively post it because that's not the platform for. This is the platform to sell. This is where your money are. This is where the non-tires, kick tires are. So don't waste time on platforms that it's not your audience. Just pay some attention to this. So I want to teach you this today. I drew right there. It's a screenshot. You see that? You guys don't. Who has LinkedIn, by the way? Please get on LinkedIn if you don't. I highly recommend it. So let's go to that. Do you guys see what I'm trying to show you? There is on a slide bar, there is a scan code that you can actually, and I'll show you each one of you because I want you to connect each other. Today you're going to connect each other the trend way. So I'll show you.
LinkedIn?
Did you connect? Did you scan each other? Okay. Because I want you to guys learn how to do this for a reason. When you present yourself to the seller and say, hey, Mr. Seller, you can connect with me here, what do you show him? You show him something that nobody else offers. Isn't that the purpose of your interview job, to show things and connect with them the way you actually preach about marketing their properties? I market properties in LinkedIn. I think it's brilliant.
So you're,
The realist, yes,
go ahead. I'm
please,
sorry,
no
I'm
worries.
not finished. You're saying we should not have a professional Facebook page?
No, no, no,
only
no, no.
LinkedIn?
LinkedIn is professional page that I highly recommend to stick with.
But not Facebook.
Facebook is a different kind of professional, but it doesn't encompass a true professional as LinkedIn. That make a difference? There's the demographics of LinkedIn are people that are looking to invest in real estate. Am I right? Go ahead.
Well, I think what you're trying to say is because LinkedIn is a professional social media network, whereas Facebook is, like Addie said, it started off with friends and family and it's fun and cat videos and GIFs. LinkedIn started as a professional network. So if you network on LinkedIn, you're getting more
Quality.
business
I
professionals.
understand that, but
It's not a replacement for
I
Facebook.
always thought we should have, everybody has their personal Facebook page and then a professional Facebook page.
You can have that too. You have those too, but it's just a different demographic. They're different. The people here are different. Do you,
Yeah,
don't,
but
Right, but
in
what
other
she's
words, you're
asking,
saying we
She should have a professional Facebook real estate.
I suggest yes. Yes.
we should have one,
Yes.
but not waste a lot of time on it.
I will get to that in a minute.
So we should also have the professional.
So here's how it works. If I'm a seller and I search for somebody, I search their name, right? I'd rather pop up as a LinkedIn person first. I'd rather pop out as a YouTube first than my Facebook.
I don't have one.
That makes sense? If a buyer or a seller looks you up, what would you like to be seen at first? As a party, which everybody has a great time and it's great, go keep doing, but you don't want that first pop, right? You want professionalism, you want them, because your name is typed on Google. People don't go on Facebook to look for a seller, for the real estate agents all the time. Google it, right? So what the algorithm brings out, the most active page, you're on it. If you're the most active on Facebook, that's going to pop out. If you're most active on LinkedIn, that's going to pop out. That makes sense? All right.
So in that LinkedIn, basically, you can add, you can post stuff. It looks just like, I have not been on mine forever, but it looks pretty much like Facebook. You can post stuff like that.
Correct. But the content, I would not recommend on LinkedIn a picture that you went and party with your girlfriends. I just don't think that.
It's just professional.
Yes,
You got that.
I would recommend you at the office doing a short video and say, hey, I wish you a great day today here at Emerald Coast beautiful sunset, whatever you guys. Go to the beach and take a really quick snap and go home. You did content. Congratulations. Do it. Give yourself a break. Make sense? Okay. So remember, LinkedIn is very hot right. Yes.
How about the quality? That's what, for example, that's the reason I don't post. I hear it, I see it, some kind of, water, cars, whatever. So the quality is not there. This is my reason I don't post. I don't care if I can, I
Okay.
can take a little.
So she's worried about content quality. Good point, right? Am I correct?
Yes.
Is that what you worry about? Well, let's think about it. If you hear water, what could you do to provide the same content but valuable? How about picture of the property that doesn't have the sound on LinkedIn?
Oh, well, I was talking about the video all the time.
If you're not in a capacity to do that video because you're afraid that the quality might be too bad for audience to actually understand you, what I suggest is take a picture. Or you could take a short boom, and I'll show you guys if you want to, a boomerang that acts like a video format, but there's no sound in it.
Okay.
Our job is to trigger the algorithm with what we want them to see. If LinkedIn requires more professional content and you're not in a possibility to actually afford that, get creative. Here's a suggestion. What should I post on LinkedIn? Ask Google, it will give you a lot of answers.
But
Us-
if you set it up right, either they all cross post, so you only have to post one time.
Yes, you could. You could. Yes.
For minimal times.
Yes. How many times? And I see you're a lot on Facebook because I see you. Good job. All right. Any questions right now about LinkedIn? If you don't have it, I suggest get it and connect with each other because you actually help each other to trigger the algorithm back on gaining momentum. Yes, sir.
Just with LinkedIn, if you are going to do video, because if you haven't done video yet, you kind of missed the boat on like Facebook Live being brand new 3 years ago. Video is pretty new on LinkedIn, so LinkedIn is really boosting videos pretty hard. So
He's right.
it's not a bad place to start.
He's right. So when you spend time on social media, maybe shift a little bit from what you're currently using. You don't have to be all of them. Try this if you haven't tried it before. Learn it a little bit. Alrighty. Now that you establish credentials, now that you have, yes.
I have one question going back to LinkedIn, but whom do we befriend or follow?
I'm sorry?
Who do we befriend or follow on there, on LinkedIn?
Who's your target audience? Do you know? Buyers, sellers, people, audience.
So
It
we
doesn't
just
matter.
follow it.
You just go and you search for, you could go in a navigation bar and search right here. You could search right there, real estate, and you'll pop out all the real estate people. Yes.
Also, just a caveat with that, for example, your old job, I was a healthcare administrator, and most of the people who are looking for, like, for example, recruiters, they call me right away and says, hey, it looks like in your profile you have this. It's not even in part of your industry, sellers or whatever. They come to you and says, because you put healthcare, like she said, just say healthcare. They come to you and you don't even know them. And then those people they know, they share them. You
So
can
you
be,
don't actually have to go after other people, they come and follow us.
and
Well,
can-
you do have to follow some other people in order.
Business associates.
Yes.
And people that you
Yes.
know in the industry.
You
Like
recruit-
bankers and
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. Or you recruit some people that you know professionally. For example, your ex-co-workers, they have friends in there. Somebody you know from, for example, in the healthcare, they know 10 people. Hey, this person that you are friends with have something in common as well as professional, and
Got it.
those 10 will become.
We call those research. Let me explain briefly. You have to take the time to do some research. You can't expect to open a profile, put a professional picture, and people flood to you. That's not how it works, unfortunately. You really have to dig a little bit and do your homework on it. This only you guys could figure out. Or you say, I'm going to hire a person, I'm going to hire a freelancer to do my LinkedIn professionally. That's what I did at the end. I invested in LinkedIn. Think of a LinkedIn as a resume. It's your professional history resume. Am I wrong? Right? So why are you not using that?
Okay, who do we call you?
I will be happy to show you how to connect with people at no cost. Don't worry. I'll send you instructions too. Alrighty. Questions about LinkedIn? There's so much more, guys. We could go like literally a whole presentation about this. All I want you right now is that I'm glad that you connected with some of you. I'm glad that at least I got you to get it on your phones. Mission accomplished. All right, build a tribe. We just did. This right here, we build a tribe. What is a tribe? Did I say it right? I think so. Thank you. Who understands the word tribe?
Community?
Thank you. Go ahead.
Building a tribe is all the people that you have fingers touching all the way around. And then 1,000 is the bogey. You
It
have
could be
1,000
it could be of a community online.
Yeah.
Anybody. Just like you go to chamber and form your little community. Just like you go form online community. But how do you do that? First, you gotta drive the audience to your profiles. The first step, let me repeat, drive the audience to your profile, right? That's how you get in front of people, by driving the audience. How do you drive the audience? Posting content, engaging, liking, sharing. You must do that about 3 months to really see some results. Who tells you that you're going to do in 2 weeks? It's a lie. So you really have to put that time to drive traffic, right? Once you drive traffic to, we call it audience, right? You can buy likes. Who knows about it? You knew you could buy likes, right? They're bots. You could buy fake audience those days. Yes, you could. But it's meaningless because audience is different than community. As you see right here, you can buy likes, but community you need to earn. You earn community. How? Provide them value. Again, what kind of value? Content that engages them, share their businesses, talk to them online, wave them, connect them. Some of them, they may think you're a freak. It's okay. I get that sometimes. I'm like, why? Is it online to connect? I thought we were friends on Facebook. I want to say hi. I want to know who I'm talking. You could be a stalker. You could be a thief. You could be anybody. How would I trust you? I don't want somebody to have access to all my life if I don't trust you. So I do my research by actually looking at literally each profile. Now that I have forewarned, I do something more. Alrighty. Audience are just viewers at first, correct? When you go to a movie, you become an audience, right? But if you like, what's your favorite actor?
Liam Neeson.
And if you see a movie with Liam Neeson and you're gonna go again, right? Because you like him. But first, you became his audience. You didn't like him at first. You just like, oh, this is good. Then you liked him. And then you followed him. Now you like him, then you're talking about him. And I'm sure you saw a lot of movies with him too. You get the point? So, audience versus community. You can have audience, but you need to earn their trust to become your community. That's how you form a tribe. The audience, they look and pass info, they relate. Your audience sees your content. If they don't relate, what if they relate? Right? When they relate, they become your community. They follow you because you provide them something that they connected with, that they could relate to. They value and support your content. Your community value and support your content. Your audience doesn't. So you really need to work harder at converting the audience into community because they help you grow a business. Without community and your tribe, you have no business. You're alone. And we cannot get far alone as far as I know. Well, there you go. A tribe. A tribe is, like you mentioned earlier, would you read that for me?
Tribe is a group of people connected to one another, connected to a leader, and connected to an idea. Seth Godin.
Who knows Seth Godin? Thank you. If you don't know Seth Godin, I recommend you guys to get this book. I don't endorse him. I'm just telling you it's a really good book.
Purple cow.
Purple Cow, very famous. It will help your marketing strategies. Stick with it. All right. Now, converting the audience to community. How do we know that the audience became our community? We're measuring. How do you measure? Engagement rate. Is your content posted right now trigger your audience to be converted in your community? What do you think? Judge yourselves by looking at the post insights. If you have a high rate of engagement, they slowly becoming your community. You want that. You should be happy and celebrate and even say, thank you for sharing. I'm so excited that you connected with me. Spark the conversation. How do we trigger them? Answer. The community members have a connection to you, but not to one another. So you need to spark conversations to foster those relationships and get participants into the habit of engaging. Write that down, I'll leave it. The community members have a connection to you, but not to one another. Did that make sense to anybody? I want to make sure you guys understand. Did that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So you need to what? Say hi. You don't have to tell a long conversation. Just say hi. Some people might need it. I will also do this at the end and get you guys to take closer pictures if you want. Make friends now. Go online right now, friend somebody. Friend yourselves if you ask your name. Vanilla Face, what's up? Send them a message. What's up? How's your day? It's okay if they call you freaks. You're triggering your algorithm, your platform right now. That's what we're doing. You're nodding. I love that. You get it, right? Tell me more. Tell me. Share with me what you know. Does it make sense to you?
Friending people?
Yeah. Do you friend people all the time?
No, I don't.
Are you going to?
No, I'm pretty protective of
Introvert?
my tribe.
So you have a tribe already.
I don't want just numbers. I want people that I actually know.
Quality. It's not about numbers or how many likes we get. How many times you heard that over and over? And I preach about it. It's not about the likes. Am I correct to say that the Instagram may take hearts or likes away, right?
Yeah.
Right? So what do we judge when the likes are gone? Engagement. As the only way. Because the platform wants control of us to see what do we do. You guys, we give the privacy already. They know everything about us. We're controlled in a sense, but like it or not, by it. We are manipulated by it. In some extent, I'm not saying fully, but some extent we are.
Okay, so you're going to go here.
Alrighty, friend somebody, send a message. What's up, Vanilla Face? You could actually, I'll give you an idea. Google right now, Borat Face, pick this picture and send it to them. They'll laugh. You just made somebody a happy day. Alrighty. Right? In case you didn't know, does anybody have a chance to read this book?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Vouch for me.
Yes.
Well, they said in order to engage people, conversation to like you, you ask them how they are, not about yourself. You find out more information.
What's up, Vanilla Face?
Hi, what do you do? You look nice today. It seems like, you're looking great. What do you do? Three things.
Three things.
About them.
But online, how this translates. Here how it translates. Act like a user. Write this down if you need to. Act like a user. Follow, ask, answer, okay? It's a sequence of things. You have to do those three things. Follow, ask, and answer. Retweet. If you're on Twitter, if you do this, retweet people's stuff. That's so easy to just share retweet. I could do that all day. My algorithm is going to gain so much more content. Right? Retweet, like, comment. You could, the Twitter is great because you can literally just click heart. It's a comment. It shows in Twitter like a comment. You could do that. Follow to be followed. Why would you guys follow me if I don't follow you? My number one job is to earn a community, so I'll follow my community everywhere they go. Go ahead. Do you follow your community?
Back then in Denver, I'm new here, so I'm getting reacquainted, and I actually have something that is similar to that, following my community.
Great job. Answer to get asked. If somebody's asked you, why would they ask you a question? They don't know you because the platform, not that they don't like you, they just don't, the platform doesn't give you a feed, so they don't see you. So in order for you to be seen, you really have to take initiative and answer. Answer to get asked. One of my favorites, be interested to be interesting. You have to show interest first. I appreciate a lot of my fellows sharing my content, and some of them can vouch that I say thank you every time. I pay attention to my community. And then I engage my community back, and I let them leverage my followers because some of these followers might need a house, and I'm too busy for that. All right? Show your work. This is where it has the good part. Show your work. Don't keep everything inside. You might just explode. When you internalize and you judge yourself and you don't show what you do and you're proud of it, why would somebody give you the $1 million listing? Show, be proud of it. She shows it all the time, but she's a marketer, so. Jamie, right there. Show your work. Do things you like to tell about others. Question, who likes sports? Vladimir, do you like sports? What's your favorite sport?
What's that?
What's your favorite sport?
Baseball.
How come I've never seen you posting anything about baseball? Because you know I follow you, right?
That's right.
I would love for you to post some baseball. Here's not for me, but maybe some mail out there that relate to what you like.
Well, I do my fishing too. But that
I saw that.
I know.
Good job. And I even liked it. Yes. He does. I have to congratulate you. You bring your bucket to the beach, and he takes a picture or a video, he posts it. See how I saw it? Do you think I really follow Vladimir? No, the algorithm learned that he's in my community. So I see his feed more than I see others. Thank you for, yes. Thank you for being my community. Alrighty. If you haven't done something, don't preach. Please, guys. It's okay to tell everybody, this is my first time, it's my first listing, I'm here to work hard for you. Because here's why, you don't want to get hired for something that you're not. You'll come across not authentic, you'll get anxious, you might make a mistake and make the wrong impression, and your reputation and credentials that you just work hard, all this, with 3 reviews, if you have 3 bad reviews, it really could damage your reputation. I don't know if you knew that. It's hard to beat those. Teach to learn. Teach to learn. That makes sense? Become a documentarian. What does that mean? To see, what do you eat for breakfast?
I don't eat breakfast.
Do you think she should eat breakfast?
Probably.
The point being, doesn't have to become a documentarian. Doesn't mean you have to be Geographic National. It's your world, your community. You care for your community, okay? Play to your strength. Who's a good writer here? Write a blog and an ebook. Who's going to rock their professional LinkedIn profile? I hope all of you. Who is a good designer here? If you are not a good designer, go on Pinterest and inspire yourselves. There are hundreds of graphic designers putting content out there to inspire other people. Pinterest is made really for inspiration. Also, it has other things to it, but do you have a good eye for photography? Fine, you don't. Take a little course online and rock your Instagram with your phone. Become your own photographer. It's called content. Radio host, no longer, you don't afford that, nor do you really get value out of it. We all know it. It's just out of ego those days, I call it. And it's fine if some people disagree. Podcast is the best thing to do. There's an app called, I'm going to give you this to all of you. It's called Anchor. The app Anchor, it's so easy that you record on your phone and you push one button and it goes on iTunes It goes everywhere. Now you will need a strategy in order to monetize that. I can help you with. Create your own podcast, 3 minutes a day. You don't have to show your face. Introverts, I get it. Hey, my husband, oh my God, if I want to be more longer married. He's an introvert. My husband, introvert. I'm like, you need to be on video. He's like, no. But I'm doing your marketing. You don't understand what happens there. Okay. Podcast, the app called Anchor. Look into it. Do some research. It's called content. Here's the good news I'm going to give you. You can take that podcast, download it, and place it on your Facebook and let the people listen to your voice. It's still content, and it acts like a video. Am I wrong? That's content, valuable. Auditorium is very important in human connection. Presenter. Who wants to be a presenter? It's so hard. YouTube give you the opportunity to broadcast yourself. Who knows Justin Bieber? What would be the future of Justin Bieber if YouTube would have not been here? You tell me. If a kid made so much money without working all his life, but pursuing what he believes in passion on YouTube, I would like just a fraction, a quarter of his wealth. Broadcast yourself on YouTube. That's the new industry that you can actually make money based on your content you curate over 3 years. It's still valuable on YouTube. YouTube never gets old. Keep the salesy tactics to a minimum. Traditional marketing, it's out of the window, guys. People don't want to be sold. We talked about this in the beginning, correct? So keep the salesy tactics to a minimum because traditional marketing doesn't work. Focus on forming real connections. And then from connection, convert them in relationships. Connect, relationship. Connect, relationship. That's the secret sauce, building your online community trust. Trust is the digital currency, so craft content that it's actually helpful, that actually your audience wants to consume, not you. This is not about you, it's about your viewer. Content that leads buyers or sellers to your services without being pushy or salesy. So I put this example right here. What if one of you, Vladimir, or maybe you, we could take a picture and make your meme like this. You could do a meme like that and put your real estate. Do you think would that be more interesting and funny and relative? Right? It's so silly, but it works. Here we are. Here's this guy's getting more engagement than all that. And that was an expensive professional picture. And you were worried about looking not good, and your hair, and your makeup, and all that. And this guy just gets all with that. So get creative. I like it. A tortoise in a shell. Is this a cat in the hat? What the heck is that? Nothing. But it gets you thinking. It's subliminal message. Intensity beats extensity. Did I overwhelm you yet? I hope I did. Okay, this gets sticky. This is the technical, Vladimir, that you asked for. Tier 1, native. What native stands for? Blog, Twitter, Reddit, Medium, YouTube. I will give you another one of my best secrets. Look on your app called Medium. Medium is a source of a newspaper that you can pick your topic and is the most trend within less than few hours. Everything happens there. You want to be on trend? Read Medium every morning. You could pick up a content from there and share on your Instagram and share another piece on LinkedIn and share another piece on, you just gave value from a source that you read in a trend. It does take a subscription, I will tell you that. It's, I think, $50. I subscribe because I read it every day. And the most amazing thing about it, it gives you topics. So if you're on real estate topics in a trend, Medium, it's an app. Tier number 2, the platforms that are capable of engaging is Facebook, Pinterest, Tumblr, and LinkedIn. That's the only platform you can share. The others, not so friendly. Does anybody else know better, or what do you think, Jamie, right? Yeah. So those are your, this is your tip. Intensity beats extensity. Get creative. That right there, guys, it will make your algorithm go crazy. Now, you don't have to be on all, but experiment. So when you're online, instead scrolling through Facebook, go to Medium and read, copy, and share that. And you can even say, source Medium, I love this app. Share what you know. Alrighty, considerations. This is where you guys need to consider. Is my content open or closed? Is it waterfall or curated feed? Does it have a homepage? Can I hack it? Supports SEO. Do I have the skills required? I bore you already because that's the technical side, and that's the bolts of social media where I watch. I take all those factors, and that's a small number of consideration I take when I post. So don't try to be good at something you can't. Really do your research. Find what you're good at and stay with it. Focus your efforts playing your strength. Figure out your strength. What's your strength? And stay with that. It will work. Whoever you are and whatever you do, your number one job is to build your credibility on the internet through native content and social connections. I just gave you my strategy. That is a strategy. Who doesn't understand it? Whoever you are and whatever you do, your number one job is to build credibility on the internet through native content and social connections. In a world where 80% of consumers, they are Googling a product or service or a person before purchasing or working with us, invisibility is a fate much worse than failure. You don't want to be invisible on Google, guys. It's worse than failing. Here's my quick case study, and I'm going to wrap up. This is a client of mine, and this is what I posted on my social media today, the heart of the social media. You ready? So if you want to know, I will disclose my client because I would like you guys to check his page. Chris Carter team. We took it over about, you can see right here, July 2nd. Here's Chris Heartbeat, social media heartbeat. Is he going? Is he live? Oh, he's dead. He was invisible. Look what happened when we took it over. September 24, 17, obviously we didn't pull the latest days, but you can see very current. September, August, July, in 3 months, guys. I doubled it with rate engagement, and he gets a lot of leads. You do not know how? I'll teach you. Here's another one. Reaction, comments, and share. Chris's heartbeat. Then Chris's heartbeat. I think I brought him to life. Well, not him. He's social media. Here's reactions. No heartbeat. All these reactions are triggered based on the content I posted. How's your stats? Here's another one that you're going to love. The first that you see right there, it's a link content. Engaged him. What did I notice? Not too well. Then go next. Pictures, videos. Here's a post with his personal. I posted something, and you're going to see this. If you guys follow him, you will see that the post is a short story about myself. I was an appraiser for 6 years before, blah, blah, blah. It generated him. You tell me what. You might just made him a commission of a lot of money. So content. And I also asked Chris, what is your target goal? He said, Niceville. Perfect, we'll place you in Niceville, number one. We'll put you right in Niceville. Next month, I said, where do you want to be, Chris, in the most popular? Let's go to Destin, Ara. Fine, we'll switch things. We'll make it popular in Destin. I watch those things because I care for my customer to make sure they get the beat. Their social media heart is alive. You really have to put work to keep it alive. Because there you have it. I'm open for Q&A. Please ask me questions. Vladimir, you seem distraught.
What?
What are your plan of action after this? What are you going to do?
What am I gonna do? Well, I've gotta figure out, because I was hoping you would go into some of the aspects on the Facebook of the way they changed the platform, as us as real estate agents cannot post now.
It's very complex. It takes me about 2.5 hours. How long does it take, Jennifer?
It takes a
No,
lot.
I'll be happy to show you that.
No, I totally know.
I will be, and
totally
I will
understand.
book a consultation with you, and I'll be happy to walk you through.
Yeah,
But it's
no.
not something, unfortunately, in a short period of time.
No, but I mean, people gotta be aware of some of the new Facebook stuff.
You're right.
That's there, because it's not.
First, we got to get the heartbeat first before we even change things. The content is going to start getting you up there, and then you shift what you need to do. Without it, what are you showing? We don't have nothing to show to change. So we got to show something before we change, right? Go ahead. I see you have a question.
No, I was
Yes.
just thinking, I have no idea what they've changed and why the realtors can't
Well, the
post
rules have
what they-
changed, because like I target certain areas that I used to be able to target like an area, say, like she was showing Nashville, Destin, whatever. Let's just say I targeted Chicago,
Okay.
and I was targeting, say, Naperville as a zip code that I like to target, because I know where I've got customers at. I know my customers' income base has got, used to have to.
But what are you showing to your customers, Vladimir? Are you showing a non-LinkedIn profile with no content?
I've got customers where I sit on the beach with my office. I know where they come from.
Good.
So I know where to target additional customers that are coming to or from. I just threw that city out. That's not where I'm targeting.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, you used to be able to go in there and pick that in. You could say demographic, age group, blah, blah. They don't let you do that anymore. And then you also go through all the Facebook rules and stuff, is when you try to post, a lot of your stuff will get kicked back depending how you word it, how much verbiage is in there and all that kind of stuff. So Facebook is getting more and more tricky too.
It's getting more technical, you mean? Very technical, guys. That's why I'm trying to give you the simple way. What Vladimir is talking about is Facebook ads management. It's way complex that you could get in a presentation, and it takes a long time to understand it. So that's what I'm saying. If you really want that, learn it. You could do like he does it, but take the time and learn it.
Here's the thing.
I did not,
Yeah.
maybe, I don't know, 3 weeks ago for New York, actually, same thing. And I was
It's-
able to see, unless.
You gotta pick one thing that you wanna work on, one of these platforms, I think anyway, that you can tell them different than marketers. You're not gonna be able to.
I
you can
mentioned
start on one of them, and then get that one down, and then go to the other one.
strength. First, you have to figure out your strengths first. Before you pick the platform that you don't even know it, you have to understand yourself. What am I good at? Am I good at photography? Am I good at writing? Am I good at putting blogs? Am I good? Because once you figure out your strength, then you can develop the content and place value and post it. Now you give your audience valuable. Build that momentum first for about 3 months, and then get more technical into figure ads and all that, because when you drive audience to your site, they see nothing. I don't want them to go to your Facebook pages or your LinkedIn and see nothing. You show them nothing, therefore it's meaningless. That makes sense? So before you get into technical, find your strength, what you're good at, and experiment. Try Instagram for a while. See if you connect, if you like it. Try Facebook. Don't try them all. You will fail miserably if you try to be on all of them. I recommend LinkedIn for a reason, because it's professionalism. I explain what Facebook audience does. The Facebook audience, keep marking yourself to 500 friends or 5,000. It's not going to give me new customer or new growth. Well, you fool yourselves if you think you're going to keep marketing the same people on your personal page when you don't give yourself a chance to do your target, the right target audience that are actually looking for you. So your personal, if you post, I sell this house to 5,000 friends over and over and over, they already know that. Are you trying to sell your friends? Or are you trying to grow your business? You want new audience. You want new people. How do you get to them? Place valuable content.
The trick, getting out of your comfort zone and
Thank you.
and reaching out to other groups. Right?
That's one. 2, stay consistent. I really challenge you at least 3 months to, the reason I showed you 3 months here, because this was a case study that I prepared for it. When I took Chris over, I said, hey, I'm going to have a presentation at ECAR, such and such. We knew about this coming several months ago. Sorry. And I said, I want to show my friend, my realtor friend, a real person that actually I work with. It's not about me, it's not about anybody. So this guy, it was a perfect example for me to create to show you that if you go to stats, and I'll be happy to show you where to look, you'll see that you're probably like here. But this is what you need to get out there. That make sense?
So what were the results out of them numbers as far as listings or buyers or sellers?
If you'd like a client disclosure and tell you everything, I'll be happy to send that to you.
Okay.
Referral, you can actually reach out to him and ask. I'm happy to, hey, Chris, how is Zara helping your social media? Reach out, it's okay. We made a testimonial with him. We want to. I'm helping him too. I'm here to help him, to show him his results. He spoke, but we worked at it. So all I'm saying is you have to put the work. 3 things that you guys took away. What did you take away? Please tell me. Consistency, thank you. Research, right? Research.
Whoever's there is consistent.
Research. Take away this. Do research. What am I good at? Do research it yourself. What am I good at? I'll tell you what I'm good at. Did you see me in videos? I'm good at conquering my fear and just do it. I don't think anymore I just feel that I want to provide value. I connect with the value, what I want to provide to my audience. I don't care if I have one person that I made a difference, because that's the one I need. The others are just audiences. So I convert one step at a time to my community. Then my community seeks for questions and trust, and we build relationships. Then we help each other. That's the only way we're going to get married, if you really take the time to get me as much as I get you. I will date you, but I have to do a background check. Or I can look on Facebook and make a determination if you're my good date or not. The same thing about me, guys. I get checked, you get checked, the seller is going to check you. She just moved here. Oh, of course they're going to have second guessing. She has to work hard at her profile to show the history that she's trustful and she's worth the time and the commission. Right?
Well, it's just like you do with Brody. I mean, her husband's got some great
Thank you. You see a lot.